From abandoned to adored, Bella's journey home. On a freezing winter night, a tiny golden retriever puppy, Bella, lay shivering under an old wooden bench in an empty park. The streetlights flickered as people hurried past, wrapped in warm coats, oblivious to the little soul fighting to survive. Her frail body trembled, and her soft whimpers barely made a sound in the vast silence of the night. Bella had been abandoned. A heartless act had left her all alone in a world she didn't understand. Her once bright golden fur was now dirty and matted, and her ribs were faintly visible through her thin coat. She tried to find warmth in a pile of dry leaves, but the cold wind stole any comfort she could muster. She hadn't eaten in days. Hunger gnawed at her tiny belly, making her weaker with each passing hour. She searched for food in trash cans, occasionally nibbling on leftover crumbs that careless strangers dropped. But it was never enough. One rainy evening, her strength gave out. She found shelter under a parked car, curling into a small ball to protect herself from the downpour. The streets were nearly empty, except for a girl named Lily, who was walking home from school. She was drenched from the rain, her umbrella flipped inside out by the wind. As she hurried past the car, she heard a faint whimper. Stopping in her tracks, she looked around and noticed a small, trembling figure beneath the vehicle. Lily knelt down, her heart clenching at the sight of the helpless puppy. "Oh, you poor thing," she whispered, reaching out cautiously. Bella flinched at first, years of neglect making her fearful of human touch. But there was something different about Lily. Her voice was soft, filled with warmth and kindness. With slow, gentle movements, Lily wrapped Bella in her scarf and held her close. The puppy, too weak to resist, nestled into the warmth for the first time in what felt like forever. Lily rushed home, her wet shoes squeaking against the floor as she entered. "Mom! Dad! Look what I found," she called out. Her parents, surprised to see their daughter holding a soaking wet puppy, exchanged glances. "Sweetheart, we can't just keep a stray dog like that," her mother said hesitantly. But Lily refused to give up. "She's starving, Mom. She won't survive another night out there." Reluctantly, her parents agreed to take Bella to the vet. The doctor examined her and shook his head. "She's malnourished, dehydrated, and extremely weak. She needs proper care and a lot of love. It won't be easy, but she has a chance if you're willing to help her." Lily nodded with determination. "I won't let her suffer anymore. She deserves a family." The journey wasn't easy. The first few nights, Bella barely moved, too weak to even lift her head. Lily fed her small portions, making sure she got enough nutrients to regain her strength. She stayed by Bella's side, whispering stories to her, gently stroking her fur, promising her a life filled with love and safety. Days turned into weeks, and slowly, Bella began to change. Her fur became shinier, her eyes brighter, and her tail wagged ever so slightly whenever she saw Lily. One day, Lily took Bella to the park, the same place where she had once been abandoned. But this time, Bella was no longer alone. She ran across the grass, her paws light against the soft earth. She chased butterflies, played with other dogs, and barked with joy. People who had ignored her before now stopped to admire her beauty and energy. She had transformed from a lonely, abandoned puppy into a happy, beloved family member. As the sun began to set, Bella sat beside Lily, her big brown eyes filled with gratitude. Lily smiled and whispered, "I told you I'd never leave you." Bella, now full of life and love, gently licked Lily's hand, as if to say, "Thank you for saving me." Love has the power to change lives. A small act of kindness can turn a hopeless soul into a cherished companion. Bella's journey from abandoned to adored was proof that no life is ever truly lost if given a second chance. If you believe every pet deserves a loving home, share Bella's story and spread awareness about rescue.